Hey, on there, YouTube fans. This is Charles Tyler over at the Charles Tyler Show, the Black Man's Option. Today, I want to put out something. We're gonna go a little bit off topic here, and I'm all about traveling. Okay, but we all know the highest cost of traveling, aside from room and board and everything like that, is airline fees. Okay, like for example, a trip to Brazil. The airline fees on peak seasons are anywhere between $1,500, which is considered cheap, all right, to $2,400 when we get around Carnival time or New Year's Eve. Okay, so what if I were to tell you that we can get this way to we can get an airline ticket for as low to Brazil round trip for as low as $65? Okay, $65, or even as cheap as anywhere under $500. When you get under $500 going to Brazil, that's 70% off your airline ticket. Okay, now I posted in my Facebook group, Afro American Men versus Afro Brazilian Women Would You Date, a link to show a lot of brothers about E-Tripology. Okay, if I didn't screw that name up there, a little tongue twister right there. But it's a club called the Travel Hackers. And, what we do is we get information on how to use a points program, okay, to where we can gain and collectively earn points, okay, towards a trip to Brazil. All right, for example, with a trip to Brazil or anywhere else for that matter. All right, but because Brazil's right now the focus, and we're trying to get brothers down there more and eliminate the cost of going to Brazil. My thing is this: when the most I paid for an airline ticket was $700 going to Brazil. All right, I've been there about 14 times, as a lot of y'all guys know. And the number one thing I try to do is get the cheapest airline ticket I can get, but I still also have figured out ways to get first class and everything like that. But with this right here, which you're using points, because I've used points and I also have with my connections in the airlines, but I've also used points too to get down there as many times as I can go. So as you can see here, this is a way that we can get down there just by doing everyday spending through the points program, okay, with the credit cards that they give us. Everyday spending, I'm going to show you a couple of examples as we go through the website here. Show you a couple of examples of how we can get your points up, or what type of points programs that they have. Okay, I tell you what, here's what we're going to do. Go click on here. Okay, this right here is the card vault. All right, the travel guide for flying free. Okay, this is very important here. All right, if you can bear with me 1 minute while my computer wants to move a little slow. But this right here shows us various programs that we can join, okay, to get points. Like for example, I think the best one right here, right now, to go to Brazil on points, you need 60,000 miles. Okay, and that's subject to change. All this, by the way, is subject to change. All right, we'll be doing updates on this website as we go along. But 60,000 miles right now. Now, I say the best program right now is possibly the 50,000. Yeah, the 50,000 miles, 50,000 American Airlines Advantage miles. Okay. How that works is, all right, after making $3,000 in purchases in 3 months, okay, $3,000 is purchased in 3 months, and I'm sure everybody's total bills or whatever they do. I mean, get gas in your car, in the course of a month will probably cost you anywhere between $300 to $400. All right, your grocery bills, are anywhere between $200 to $300. So altogether, we already have almost $700 right there in a month. Not to mention your bills, okay, or your, free, whatever things you like to do, have fun, go out to the movies, whatever. By the time everything's all said and done, you done spent $1,000 real easy within a month. So you got 3 months to accumulate $1,000 worth of purchases on the cards they give, okay, on the credit cards that they give, and then, we're only talking 3 months here. All right, and then you already have 50,000 miles to a 60,000 mile point that you have to get to get a free trip to Brazil. Okay, so all right, well, we don't get this. Let's just say we don't get the extra 10,000 miles. Okay, and we only got the 50,000. Well, that knocks the ticket price down to anywhere around possibly $200. $200 to get a round trip ticket to Brazil from anywhere in the country? Oh man, that's a steal. That's a steal. $200 for, guess what? That goes on anywhere, even during the peak season. Okay, let's just say you want to go to Carnival. Well, right now, airline tickets to go to Carnival, $2,400. Okay, or the real cheap prices, the cheap seats are about $1,700. Okay, but you get to go there for $200, while everybody else is paying full price. Okay, it's a steal. I'm putting it out there. As you can see here, there's other prices, there's other Advantage Mile programs as well, all up and down the board, even on British Airways for our British members of the group and all that, because what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to eliminate all the excuses on why brothers don't travel, all the excuses on why brothers don't come to Brazil, partake of all these beautiful Brazilian women that are down here. All right, I'm trying to eliminate all the excuses, trying to give them every option that they can take to get down here. I'm trying to make a trip to Brazil, a trip to Rio de Janeiro. I'm trying to make it at the same cost as you would get on a bus ticket. All right, to go go state to state. Okay, an average bus ticket is what, $300? Okay, $400 or $500 depending on where you're going. How about that same price where to get on when you get on the airline and you're traveling to another continent, to another country? All right. And like I said, this is not just subject to Brazil. It's subject to anywhere anywhere that these frequent flyer miles go. Okay. All right. Now, the price to join the club is $197, but we got a promo code. When you add the promo code, right, when you join, it's only $87 one-time fee, and you'll have access to, our e-tropology connections here with the Travel Hackers group. All right, this is, like I said, this is right here. This is basically a guaranteed way to knock anywhere between 70% to free off of your airline fees. You eliminate the airline fees, okay, because that's the highest cost of a trip. You eliminate the airline fees, you don't eliminate 70% of the cost for your trip, 70 to 80% of the cost of your trip. Okay, all right, especially when you're going to Brazil. All right, and I just want to put it out there because I think a lot of brothers don't understand how it works, just by me putting out the link and everything like that. So I just want to give it a little bit of explanation. There's a lot of things. This is because it is a frequent flyer miles program, it is subject to change. Things do change, mileage change. Like, for example, right now is 60,000 miles on the points program to go to Brazil, like I mentioned before. But rumor has it for next year, it's going to drop to 20,000 miles. Okay? If that happens, it'll be even more easy to get down there. Okay? You'll be finding yourself going down to Brazil every other month like I was doing. Okay? Because of the frequent flyer mile points that I was using, plus, you know, my other connections in the airline industry. I'm giving you little tricks that I know and little tricks that a lot of guys are hoarding. Okay? Alright? Not trying to put out there. I'm putting it out there. A lot of guys are gonna be mad at me. It is what it is. They may this video might get taken down, but in the meanwhile, this is a way I'm trying to get the brothers out here and get them to travel. We already conquering the passport issues. Okay, with the Charles Tyler Passport Challenge, a lot of brothers went out and got almost, from what I'm counting, a lot of brothers already done got 200 passports. Okay, all right. Since I did that challenge almost 4 months ago. Okay, so now I'm issuing you another challenge to get discount tickets through eTripology. Join the Travel Hackers Club. All right, and let's get these discount tickets together here, you know, and also making it that much easier for a lot of brothers to come on down to our beach party. Let me mention that beach party right now. That beach party will be on November the 18th through the 22nd. Okay, all right, and I want to put that out there to a lot of brothers. They can use this opportunity to get points right now. All right, to where they can cut their airline ticket fees down to next to nothing by the time that party comes up. All right, so they can make their trip that much even more funner because they're going to have that much more money in their pockets. And I just made this trip that much more cheaper. Okay, all right, like I said, I'm putting it out there. No other group out here on Facebook or even on YouTube is putting these secrets out here, but I'm putting it out here. You're hearing it from me first, Charles Tyler of the Charles Tyler Show and the Black Man's Option. Okay, all right, so brothers, please, you can find the link in the description box below. All righty, if you haven't subscribed to the Charles Tyler Show at the Black Man's Option or the Black Man's Option on our other channel, please subscribe. All right, this is Charles Tyler once again for the Black Man's Option and the Travel Hackers crew. All right, let's keep it moving. All right, get these tickets out here, get these points out here rolling. I'm going to check y'all brothers later. Peace out.